welcome back to another great episode of WCU Weekly. I'm your host, Sarah Collins.
And I'm Evan Beitia. As always, WCU Weekly is here to give you the latest updates on campus news, events, and more.
Well, Evan, here we are, our last full week of classes.
Yeah, and then finals next week. It's pretty hard to believe.
Blink and you'll miss it.
I gotta know, Sarah, what would you rate this semester?
This semester was a lot of fun, and I'm so thankful to have met all the people I did this semester and the school year. I don't know if I have an exact number that could sum it up, but junior year treated me pretty well. How about you, Evan?
Well, sophomore year's been pretty good too, but I'm definitely excited for next year. Mostly so I can stop worrying about all these papers for a few months.
As you wrap up your semester at Golden Rams, we hope it was one to remember, of course, in all good ways. And as we are on the brink of summer break, that also means final assignments, final exams, and a whole lot of due dates.
Which can also mean a whole lot of stress.
That too, but luckily there are several opportunities to de-stress or try something new before finals. Let's check out some of the events being offered around campus this week.
On Wednesday, April 30th from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, the Center for Contemplative Studies is hosting an event that'll give you a nice send-off to the semester. Mindful Musical Masterpieces will be an afternoon of mindful music and art experience to improve your connection with yourself and reduce the end of the year stress. And of course, no experience required.
Are those final assignments starting to get to you? Do you feel a little bit of animosity towards your professors? Well, on Tuesday, April 29th, there will be a Pie a Professor event being hosted by the Oceanography Club from 12 to 2 p.m. outside of the Science Complex North by the food trucks. Stop by and pie a professor in the face. $3 for one pie and 2 pies for $5. Check out this event on Ram Connect.
A couple of fun events to end the semester.
Indeed, and I don't know, Evan, the last few weeks of the semester always seem to have the nicest weather.
I know, which is pretty ironic as it's supposed to be the one time where we should all be inside of the library studying.
Last week, we reached temperatures in the high 70s, and let me tell you, it was hard to stay focused in the library. I may have left early a few times to enjoy the sun.
And rumor has it that this weekend we are supposed to reach even higher temperatures.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's send it on over to Ariana for a 5-day weather forecast.
Good morning, Rams. Welcome back to another episode of WCU Weekly. I'm Ariana Lane, here to give you this week's 5-day weather forecast. We are finally seeing some beautiful spring weather, so let's jump right in. Starting the week on Monday, Mother Nature is bringing sunny skies with a high of 72 and a low of 46. On Tuesday, we will see the week's highest temperature of 79 degrees, with a low of 50 with sunny skies once again. Moving through the week, Wednesday will bring a high of 78 and a low of 56, with sunny skies once again. On Thursday, we will see a little bit of rain with a high of 59 and a low of 50. Finally, on Friday, we will see rain once again with a high of 72 and a low of 51. That's all for this week's 5-day weather forecast. I hope you all enjoy the warm spring weather for our final week of classes here in Westchester. I'm Ariana Lane, sending it back to the desk.
Thanks, Ariana. Sounds like a good mix of weather for our last week of classes.
So, Evan, like I mentioned during our last show, I made it to my first Phillies game.
And how was it, Sarah?
A 10 out of 10 experience for sure. I'm slowly watching myself be converted to a Phillies sports fan.
Ooh, that's the only right way to be.
While the Phillies are in season, a lot of our Golden Ram athletes are wrapping up their seasons.
Let's send it on over for the last time to graduating senior Kevin Cohn for the full schedule of sporting events this week.
You know, Sarah and Evan, it's been a great year so far, and I can't believe it's almost over. How's it going, Westchester? I'm Kevin Cohn, and it's time for your sports rundown. With finals starting next week, there aren't many events on the docket for our athletes. Men's and women's track and field look to defend their home track this Friday at the WCU Tune-Up. And finally, baseball have a home-and-home heading to Mansfield on Thursday before they take their home diamond against the Mounties on Friday. That's all we've got for sports this week, which means that my time with WCU Studios has come to an end. You know, time really does move fast, folks. I joined this club a year and a half ago after transferring in the fall of 2023, and all I want to say is it has been a pleasure to share the sports news with you across campus this past year. Made a lot of incredible friends in this club, some great memories. I may be moving on, but I'll never forget what I learned here. So, one last time, I'm your host, Kevin Cohn, and thank you for tuning in to the Sports Rundown. Have a great summer, Westchester.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you for being the best voice of sports and biggest supporter behind our Golden Ram athletes. We appreciate everything you have done for us here at WCU Studios, and we cannot wait to see what the future holds for you.
Yes, congratulations and best of luck to you, Kevin.
It's really starting to hit me now, and a lot of sad news has been upon us recently, like Pope Francis's passing last week.
I know, such an incredibly outspoken and good man. He'll be missed for sure.
Let's hope for some better, uplifting news by sending it over to Timmy for our entertainment update.
Good to see you, Sarah and Evan. As always, this has been a hot one in the pop culture world this week, so let's get straight into it. Just a couple of days ago, Katy Perry embarked on her highly anticipated Lifetimes tour in Mexico. The tour features all the hits from Katy's iconic albums, as well as her controversial new one. The tour definitely delivers the hits, but also some questionable choices. Many fans were confused as to why Perry's team opted to use AI-made visuals for the screens, as well as very poorly designed choreography. Maybe Katy should have spent that day in space at rehearsals. Justin Bieber took to his Instagram story to post his experience dealing with intense paparazzi. The Beauty and the Beat singer claimed, "You think I'm gonna get bullied to leave where my influence is most needed?" when fans told him he should consider moving out of LA. Oh, JB, I'm praying for you as always. And finally, the news I'm most excited for about this week, Beyonce's tour has finally started. Unlike Katy, Beyonce has delivered pop star excellence with insane vocals, per usual, the best outfits you'll ever see, and stunning visuals that are definitely not made with AI. Beyonce, if you see this, we are your biggest fans at Westchester Weekly. Maybe you should consider playing our stadium. I don't know, just a thought. That's all for me, guys. Have a wonderful summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Timmy.
As this episode comes to an end, I want to take this time to recognize a few of our seniors who have contributed to the success of WCU Studios. I couldn't have asked to be surrounded by a better group of people on our executive board for the past 2 years. Our secretary for the past 2 years, and a familiar face on screen, Isabella, thank you for all of your hard work and great ideas. We will miss you, and we wish you the absolute best in your future. David, thank you for stepping up and unexpectedly taking on the treasurer role once again this semester. Thank you for 3 great years on the board, and we will definitely miss your breakdancing moves that I wish we could air. Ben, although I sort of get you for 1 more semester, it definitely won't be the same without you always here. You have been my mentor and have taught me everything I need to know from filming to editing. Most importantly though, through it all, you've become a close friend that I know I can rely on. Thank you for caring so deeply about our show and the success of studios. From secretary to VP to president, your dedication has been unmatched. There is no doubt in my mind that you'll be successful in your next chapter, and I hope to be able to lead the same way as you did.
Congratulations to all of our seniors. And while Sarah holds back her tears, thank you all for tuning into the show hosted by both Sarah and myself this semester. Even though a lot of executive is graduating and leaving, no worries, as you'll still see these faces in the fall.
Very true, and I'm already looking forward to it, Evan. Big things are coming.
As always, thank you for tuning in, and be sure to check us out on our Instagram and TikTok at WCU.studios to stay up to date with the show and other campus news. Good luck with finals next week, and enjoy your summer, Golden Rams.
With your WCU Weekly News, I'm Sarah Collins.
And I'm Evan Vaitia.